because you gotta leave something to the imagination of the viewer. So, and especially with my style, because it's abstract, it's not precise, I'm not going for specific details. It's more how the colors work with one another and create the images that people can absorb and kind of, you know, put in their mind as being something that they understand. Sure. Basically, I'm inspired by our surroundings. So the desert, sunsets, sunrises, which are amazing here, colors of and textures of the plants and the animals in the desert. So that's what gets me going. So the painting is very much what I do is try to capture the surroundings of the Senoran Desert, but do it in a way that's a bit abstract. It's not, you can recognize what the forms are, you can recognize the landscape, but it is abstract, and I'm an abstractionist by nature. I'm also a colorist, so I am using a lot of different colors and forms and shapes to create the images that people see in my work. And it's all a process of layering different colors of paint one on top of the other to create the images. And then when I get to a point that I feel I've got a cohesive image, that's when I know my painting is finished. In terms of the landscapes that I do, I also do abstracts, but my landscape paintings are, what I'll do is I'll take images, so for different sunsets that I capture or other people that I know capture images, I'll look at different photographs and then I'll combine them into some kind of image. So I'll start with something that has occurred in terms of a sunset that I've captured or somebody has captured, and then it's a combination of that and the colorizing, if you will, is based on emotions and how I see the colors developing. It's a conversation I have with the canvas as I create the painting. And so each layer will kind of dictate what needs to be applied after it or next to it. And so it's just something kind of that's a process, a conversation. Had been told once by one of my gallerists that each painting is not really a matter of how many hours, physical hours go into it, but it's a lifetime of experience and I guess work that goes into each painting. So you can't really kind of narrow it down to a specific number of hours. A lot of times, the painting tells me when it's done. It just does. I know, I get to a point where I know I've done enough that I need to kind of leave it, and then I'll walk away, and then I'll look at it again hours later, or maybe a day or two later, come back to it, and there might be a little tweaking that I feel it needs. But for the most part, I get to a point in the painting where I know I have to stop. It just, like I said, it's a conversation that tells me when enough has been applied, and like I said, there may be some fine tweaking over the next few days while it's still obviously totally wet and workable. No, it just gets to the point where there's something, you know, like I said, I'm not comfortable with something. But if I was to continue to work on it, it's very easy to make it look overworked. because the whole idea of the painting is and certainly with my style, it's loose and there's a progression that goes on. And so it does get to the point where I feel it's complete. And that anything more would push it over the edge. And it's better left missing something than doing too much to it.